Hi, welcome back to Box of Delights. I'm Ricky Royal and this is Totopoly. I'm not sure what version of the game this is, but it was first published in 1938. I'm thinking this is 1940s. Possibly the austerity version, because if you look inside, they were first made with cast lead horses. This is a horse racing game. But we've got this austerity version. They're just wooden blocks with cardboard horses, and then subsequently they brought metal ones back again, and then they became plastic for the modern day. During these times they sold the box. It's a very small box, but a large board. They sold the box and the board as a separate entity, and we're going to learn to play this together. So Totopoly is based on the Lincolnshire Handicap, and all the runners are based upon names of those horses. This is the final track, and it's kind of got this book opening folded board. So this is the track, but before we go to the race we have to train our horses. So I'm going to start the game on this side. I'm going to have to check the rules to see what version we have, but the winner of the game is the player whose horse wins the race, or the player who has the most money, and it depends which version you're playing as to the win condition. We're going to learn how to play just for a bit of fun anyway, but managing your money is a big part of the game. So the modern version says whoever has the most money at the end of the game can be your win condition. The game plays 2 to 6. Obviously the more players you've got, the better, really. Let's just have a learning game and we'll see how this thing plays. Paper money. I love paper money myself, so I know a lot of people don't. This is very much an unused version of the game. You find a lot of them with their heads kind of missing from these horses because the box doesn't quite fit. It pushes it when the rider's standing upright, pushes the head down. But we've got a full set of horses. Betting slips, tickets, we got dice. I think you need 2 dice. Yeah, there we go, 2 dice. And I love the presentation of these cards. You can see it kind of has that Monopoly feel about it. And there they are. Right, score pad. We've got some messages from the inventors of the game, Mr. Walter Lee and Mr. Roy Palmer. We've got a short game. It says separate instructions if you want to play a short game. It says the usual game takes about an hour and a half. Some cards. Your horses come in this lovely tray. Alright. I'm going to set up a 2-player game. So let's do that. Each player starts with £700. Each player gets 10 50s, 6 25s, 8 5s, and 10 1s. Any money's left goes back in the box. So we've got a closed economy here in this game. We start the game at the sale and training rings. Let's clear the board and place our horses. The black horses are inherently stronger than the red, yellow and finally the blue. But like in any good horse race, even an outsider can win. These are the lightweights, trained at Stevedon. These are the heavyweights, trained at the Walroy stables. We have 4 sets of coloured advantage cards for each type of horse and a set of disadvantage cards. We have a set of trainer reports for each stable, shuffled and placed face down, a common set of veterinary cards, and then finally the members cards. Lastly, we've got a deck of lease cards for horses and businesses. If you're playing less than 4 players, take out the auctioneer and just allocate this to one of your players. The rest get shuffled and then your players will cut, so you just card or draw a card. They got number 4. Go again. Number 9. Highest becomes dealer. Okay. And then you deal out the rest of the cards, starting with the player to the left of the dealer, last to the dealer, and then one to the board. In a 2-player game, you'll have 1 card left over. Just stick that in the extra pile. Once the deal's complete, have a look at your hand. And what you're going to do now is you're going to make a compulsory exchange. You're going to have to exchange one of your cards for one from the dummy. We're playing with more than 4 players. This ensures that at least one of you will end up with the auctioneer card. Right? So if you only have to do this once. So let's say I choose, I'll keep the blacksmith. There's businesses in here as well as the horses. Businesses are a means to draw money from other players. So let's keep that, let's keep that. Let's get rid of a blue card. We'll get rid of Jerome Fandor and hope to draw something a little better. Right, so we'll discard that one, pull a card from the top of the deck. And we've got the Owner's Club for Steward. Okay. Player 2 does the same. Let's get one on the rid of the red ones, because we're going to have to pay for these now as well. Alright, we draw Walroy Stables. Okay, so we should end up with 6 cards playing 2-player. These are going to get auctioned off, these rejects. We can, if we want, toss things that we don't want. But bear in mind, during the auction, you may end up paying less than the lease cost. But I'm happy to keep these. So that's 60, 60, 395 pounds. Okay, so we pay this off. Okay, there's the 395, and that goes to a common bank. Player 1 does the same. Let's keep them all. So 100, 280. So not quite as good. 280. At this point, the auctioneer is then going to auction off these cards, which obviously with more players is going to be more fun. Now, I'm going to read you a section from the rule book. Now, I've got to remember, I don't know if it's got a date on here. I don't know, maybe it's 1939, I don't know. But here we go. Pay attention. The bidding shall be in guineas, and immediately a lot is knocked down to a player, he will pay for same to the banker, and hand the auctioneer his commission of 1 shilling in the guinea to the nearest pound. Okay, right, so I'm going to play an old game with old rules in old money. Now a guinea is £1 and 1 shilling, and a shilling is a 20th of a pound, or 5 pence in today's money. 20 shillings to a pound, so £1 and 1 shilling is a guinea. That extra 1 guinea goes to the auctioneer. That's their commission. So if we pay £20 for a horse, we pay 20 guineas, £20 and 20 shillings, which is £21. So it's complicated. Why they made it complicated like this, I don't know. But £20 goes to the bank, and the auctioneer would get the £1. Okay, as a commission for every £20 we spend. And we do this to the nearest pound as it goes. Back in 1938, this would have been familiar to the players. To us, less so. We'll put the first card up for auction, and it's Elton. Now, of course, nobody knows what's in here. It could be the red horses, it could be the black horses, it could be that you're waiting for a decent business. But that's a pretty sorry horse. Do I want to pay for it? Player number 2, well, we don't mind having a blue horse. We don't have a blue horse. So let's say they start the bidding at £10. Player 1 might just say, well, I don't want it to go for 10, let's push it up to 12. Player 2 bids 15, and let's say the hammer goes down at 15. So that's 15 guineas, 15 shillings, rounded up to the nearest pound is £1. So £1 goes to the auctioneer as commission, and 15 goes to the bank. And we get Elton with player 2. Alright, so that's the way to run an auction. Let's say the veterinary surgery goes for 125 to player 1. Forage merchant, let's say player 2 gets this one, pays 55 for it. Then we've got overcoats. Okay, player 1 would really like a red horse. So let's say they bid 60. Stevedon Sables, Player 2 already has Woolroy. Let's say that player 1 gets it for 80. Obviously, you're going to be auctioning this stuff off yourselves, right? The proper way. Let's say player 1 gets Jerome for, let's say they pay over odds and pay 25 for it. And last one, Leonidas the second, player 2 pays, let's say they pay 60. Right, there we go. All the cards have now been dealt, and we'll give the auctioneer their £5 commission on whatever got bought. An auction is a really exciting part of the game. Obviously, playing solo here, it's not exciting at all, but an auction always brings a lot of fun to the table, and getting the good horses during the whole auction may set you up really well for the rest of the game. But now that the auction's finished, major part of the game, the action changes to the training ring. Now we're going to use 2 dice. Right, so it's going to be a little bit roll and move at this stage. Give the dice to the player holding the owner's club steward. We're going to roll the dice and we're going to lead out our horses one by one from the training ring. We rolled a 4. All we're going to do is one circuit of the board, starting at their stable and returning to their stable. We may as well go in numerical order, why not? So Dorrigan starts. Horse number 3, we've got a roll of 4. Okay, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all we're going to do is follow the instructions. It says draw £10. We've gone to the vet, draw £10 damages for wrong treatment. And player number 1 is the vet, so he's not going to draw damages from himself, so that's an escape. No money to pay. Next in line is Overcoat, horse number 6. Coming out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stables. It says visit your trainer, receive report. So when you get a trainer report, this is a heavyweight, we go to the Woolroy stables, pull a card, and it says an apprentice will have to ride this horse as all other jockeys are retained. Take 1 white card. Okay, we've got a disadvantage. This is a disadvantage card. During the race, we've got to get rid of all these, and I'll show you that when we get there. But it doesn't matter that it was Overcoat that drew the white card during training. It goes to the player, and we as trainer can use that white card on any of our horses. Overcoat may not even be in the race. But white cards are bad, we've got to get rid of them. Otherwise our horses will be disqualified from the race. Okay, next up is Play On. Horse number 7 moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the forage merchant for supplying a special diet, £30. Player number 2 is the forage merchant, I believe. Yep. So we have to pay them £30. Then we've got Priory Park, moving 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stables, not quite up to form. Take 1 white card. Okay. Then King of Clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Read trainer's report at the stables. Okay, let's see what it says. Your horse beat the clock in a mile gallop this morning. A yellow horse takes 1 yellow card and a blue horse takes 2 blue cards. Awesome. These are positives. These are advantages. So like the white cards, they're just going to the player. That's it. And then lastly, Jerome Fandor, moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it says, at the vet, still troubled with cough, take 1 white card and pay £25. We don't have to pay the vet, we are the vet. And we've got lots of white cards, not going great here for player number 1. Alright, let's do player number 2. So we'll do it the same way, we'll put them in numerical order. Let's roll. And this time we've got a 10. So Dark Warrior moves 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the forage merchant while we are the forage merchant. So nothing there. Flamenco, horse number 2, moves 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stables. Travelling expenses to the course, £20. So whoever is the owner of the Warlord stables gets £20. Well, that's us. So you can see in a 2-player game you're going to be owning lots of stuff. So there's only a 50-50 chance whether you're paying out or bringing money in. More players is going to be a lot more fun. Marmaduke Jinx. Horse number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the Owners Club. Frost. Members may use 10 gallops. Non-members take white card. Right, we're taking a white card. We haven't got an Owners Club membership yet. Okay, who's next? Leonidas, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pay £50 on account for training. We're the owner of the stables, so we don't pay ourselves. Night Error, horse number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Blacksmith, pay plating bill, £25. I can't remember who's Blacksmith. Who's Blacksmith? I think it's player number 1. Yeah, it's £25. So they're getting a little bit of money back for their investments. Okay. Lastly, number 12 is Elton, one we picked up at auction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a visit to the vets. Critical stage reached. Get a report. Okay, veterinary report. Let's see what it says. Your horses can be inoculated for £25 payable to the vet, and they need never go into quarantine. Keep this card if you pay. Well, let's pay, shall we? So keep this card. We'll pay £25 to the vet, which is player number 1. Remember, they hold the veterinary surgeon card. Back to player number 1. They're going to roll. A 7. Okay, let's go through our horses one at a time. Horse number 11, Jerome Fandor, 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Overpaid in error, received £10 from the forage merchant, which is player number 2. Oh, that didn't work well. That's a good roll. Who's next? King of Clubs, number 10. 1, 2, 7. In poor condition, pay £25 and take 1 white card to the vet. Well, we are the vet. Take a white card. Oh, these are really mounting up, aren't they? We need to get some of these coloured cards. Number 8, Priory Park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pay the plating bill to the blacksmith. Well, we are the blacksmith, so we don't need to do that. Number 7. It's here. Moving 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vet. Still troubled with cough. Take 1 white card. Oh my goodness. Number 6. Overcoats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Owners Club. Reserve stable on course. Pay £15. We are the Owners Club. Horse number 3, Dorrigan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's £20 expenses to the owner of the stables, which is player 2. And then it's back to player number 2. Let's roll. 10. Horse number 12 is Elton. 10 spaces. 1, 2, 10. £50 on account. Yeah, I have to pay £50 over here. Horse number 9. 9, 10. Owners Club. Invitation to join. Owners Club. Pay £50 entrance fee if you accept. Okay, let's do that. Pay £50. Take Owners Club membership. So the Owners Club says the holder of this ticket is entitled to obtain either one of the trainers or the vet's reports if he desires before throwing the dice at his turn, provided that he abides by the instructions received. Okay, Leonidas, horse number 5. 1, 2, 3. Charity appeal. If a member pay £10. So we pay £10 to player 1, who's the owner's club steward. Okay, next, horse number 4, Marmaduke Jinx. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Stables, not quite up to form, take 1 white card. Flamenco, horse number 2. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Read trainer's reports. Okay. Keep this card. Ease your horse going round the last bend and so avoid a burst blood vessel. Okay. Sounds pretty important. And then horse number 1. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Vets get reports on condition. Okay, vet report. Serious trouble here. It's going to cost £50 payable to the vet to overcome it. Take appropriate coloured cards for horses as under if you pay. So it's a black horse. Pay £50 and get a black card. I think we'll do that. £50. Have we got £50? We do have £50. We're running short of money though. And if we run out of money, we have to start selling stuff. Black card. Okay, player number 1. Let's roll. It's a 6. Not getting high rolls. Horse number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The vet. Weekly examination. Get reports. Never seen a fitter horse out of these stables. A blue horse takes 3 blue cards. That's better. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Blue horse getting lots of advantages. Okay, King of Clubs, number 10. What's our roll? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stables, visit your trainer and receive reports. Stevedon Stables. Training proving satisfactory so far, but gradual increase in speed and duration of work is required to harden his legs. The counter date £50. Pay this owner to the amount of the Stevedon Stables. Okay, nothing there, but we are the owner of the Stevedon Stables. Horse number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vet. Critical stage reached. Get a report. Return immediately to stable. Your horse has finished his training satisfactorily. Collect appropriate colour cards for horse. So yellow, 3 advantages. Okay. 1, 2, 3 yellows. That's good. And this horse number 8 goes back to stables. Priory Park is home. Okay, number 7, play on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vet. In poor condition, pay £25 and take a white card. Right, we are the vet, remember. Take a white. Overcoat, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fee for special injections, £30. We are the vets. And then horse number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blacksmith. Let's use £25. Nope, we are the blacksmith. Nothing to pay there. It's working out well for player 1, though we've got lots of white cards. So remember, we're a member of the Owners Club. We can take a trainer's report or a vet's report. So let's see, let's try and let's take a trainer's report from the Walroy. We own the Walroy. Your horse is doing well now after special seaside treatment. Take 1 card of his colour and pay expenses. So I can take any colour I want. Let's take another black one, shall we? Perfect. Okay, now let's roll. That's a 10. So, Dark Warrior, horse number 1, 10. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Weekly examination, get reports. The horse will not be able to overcome its coughing trouble in time for the race. Take 2 white cards. Oh dear. 2 white cards. That's not great. Horse number 2 is Flamenco. 7, 8, 9, 10. Owners Club, pay entrance fee of £50. Well, we're already a member of the Owners Club, and once you've paid a membership, you can't be called on again to pay a membership, so that's good. Number 4, Marmaduke Jinx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forage Merchant, overpaid in error, received £10. So we're the Forage Merchant ourselves, so we don't have to pay ourselves. Horse number 5. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Vet, in poor condition, paid £25 and take a white card. Not having much luck here, are we? 2, 3, 4, 5, that's all of our money. Night Error, horse number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Owners Club, elected to Owners Club fee, I'm already a member. And then Elton, horse number 12. It's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Charity Appeal, if a member, pay £10. Now I don't have £10, so I've gone bankrupt, right? Now we're going to have to pay, sell stuff. Now this is pretty tricky during a 2-player game because they may just, the other player may just say, well, I'm not paying you more than £1 for it, and then we're stuffed. So, 2-player rules aren't so great. So we've got to pay £10. Maybe we should sell one of our horses. And it says best price, so you're going to just have to sell stuff. I mean, you can sell other things too, like you could sell this. Okay. You've got to remember this is 1938. The games are not as sophisticated as they are today. So you're going to have to do some house ruling here when it comes to playing 2-player. And I would suggest you toss it into the prize money pot unless someone else is willing to pay you a price that you're willing to accept. Throw it in. Elton is now out of the running and we get £20 from the bank. So that's out of the prize money pot really. But this becomes the token, £20 token prize money. You could kind of call it that way. So we're paying £10 to the Owners Club steward. Okay, back to player number 1. Let's roll those dice. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't need to roll exact, but everyone's going home now, obviously. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everyone's home. Right, that's the end of the training. Now we've got to decide which horses we're going to enter into the race. We can choose up to 3 and we've got to pay to enter them. So let's first clear the board, flip to the race course. At the bottom here we'll find the starting gates. We'll have to pay £25 for every horse we wish to enter. So looking at our cards here for player number 1, I think we want a yellow horse, a blue horse and a red horse. We'll leave a black horse out and we'll see how that plays. For 3 horses, £75. We'll place this in the pot for prize money. So horse number 6, horse number 7 and the horse number 10. Player number 2, well we've only got 2 black advantages, so let's get Dark Warrior Flamenco and then I think Marmaduke. So horses 1, 2 and 4, let's pay our 75, we can afford it. Horse number 1, horse number 2, number 4. Each player may now nominate one of their horses to win. The nomination means that a horse gets an advantage. We're going to roll dice, it's going to be roll and move again. But nominating one of your horses means you can move them out of turn. So normally I'd be rolling 6, 7, 10. However, if I say nominate horse number 6 to win, let's do that, right? We're going to nominate horse number 6 to win. Then what that means is we don't have to move him first. We could do 7, 6, 10 or 7, 10, 6 or indeed 6, 7, 10. Okay. Player number 2 is going to nominate Dark Warrior. Okay. Now remember, we've got to get rid of all these white disadvantage cards, otherwise if a horse comes in first, second or third, it'll get disqualified. And I'll show you how to get rid of those as we start playing. And before we move into the betting part, they do give you this little card where you can place all the prize money, and this kind of helps stopping you getting things confused. It says place all the prize money here. And then the total is going to be divided by 4, 2 parts given to the winner and also 1 part each to second and third. Winner of the game, like I said, in this version of the game is the horse that comes in first. But in more recent editions, it's the player with the most money. And at this stage, you have an opportunity to bet. And you can bet on any horse. It doesn't have to be your horse. And there's another card here to place totalizer money on this pad, it says. So I'm just going to play that we place a bet each, just to show you how this is going to work. And it's up to you how much money you want to bet. Each horse has there's a ticket. So when you place a bet, if I place a bet on Dark Warrior, then I'll get ticket number 1. The totalizing clerk, or bookmaker, held by player number 2, is going to take a commission on these bets as well. So they'll be responsible for taking a copy of the totalizer and then the number of ticket and writing down everybody's bets here, unless 10% commission for the tote clerk. Alright, so I'm not going to use these, I'm not going to use these tickets because I just want to save them as it's kind of new. They're all in an unused state right now. But what you'll do is you'll just write down everyone's bets. Let's say I want to put £100 on horse number 7 on play on to win. Yeah. So you don't bet for places, but I mean you can house rule all this stuff and put bets how you want. But let's say I put £70 on horse number, £100 on horse number 7. Yeah, so that would get written here on play on number ticket number 1. I'd give them ticket number 1, and then at the end you can hand your ticket in, just like if you were playing on in a real bookies. And let's say then that player number 2 doesn't have much money, so maybe they need to go all in on this. Let's keep £5. Let's say you go £40 on Dark Warrior. Okay. You don't have to do the betting. If you want to leave that out, you can leave that out. It depends which kind of rules you're playing. If you're playing first horse over the line wins, then the money kind of comes a little bit irrelevant. Maybe it was a cheeky way for people back in the 40s to actually bet real money on a horse race. Although I think I've seen comments also that the prize money might then be used to give you an advantage in the next game you play, that you actually start with a bigger pocket of £700 to start with. So you could play it that way too if you wished. Do you know what, let's just change that quickly. Let's put the £100 on overcoat, and we'll put player 1's got £60 left on play on. So why don't we actually write those down? Well, let's say the money doesn't have to matter, and you can bet on as many horses as you wish. But say with modern rules, the player with the most money wins, and I kind of like that because there's a big pool of prize money to be had anyway for the player that wins the race. Alright, so now we can put all the betting money over here. Right, race on. You ready to play? What's going to happen now is we're going to race. We're going to use a single die roll to move each horse. So I'm going to roll 3 times. In the first roll, I can put my nominated horse or the next horse in line. In my second roll, it can be my nominated horse or the next horse in line. And then the third roll. All 3 horses have to move. If you land on a square of your colour, you get to move again. The number of lengths you move is dictated by this chart in the centre. A black horse moves 4 lengths, red 3, yellow 2, blue 1. So you can see the heavyweights have the advantage. There's also, like you get in roll and move games, spaces on the board that do stuff. Like we've got shut in, 4 back a length, downhill advantage 3 lengths to heavyweights and so on. And also you can move lanes. You can't move lanes once you pass this point. There's no advantage all the way around until you get to this last bend. Once you pass this point, you can't move lanes, but you can see the shorter nearest to the rails is slightly shorter, and fewer spaces than the outside. And there's also spaces to advance, and also there's this space here, burst blood vessel out of race. So your horse could be in front and then suddenly get kicked out, though player 2 does have a card that mitigates that. And we've got to get rid of these white cards. I'll show you that as we play. But what I want you to do is I want you to think about who you're going to back in the race to the finish. Alright, let's make this fun. So, before you watch on, leave a comment. Think about who you want to win the race. Okay, let's roll. First player will go to whoever rolls highest. So let's roll once for player 1, once for player 2. Player 1 rolled a 5, so they're going to roll first. Okay, just one die. And the starter's orders, off they go. First roll is a 6. Right, we're definitely moving. Actually, let's think. They would move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Heavyweights go on 2 lengths. Let's do it. Let's move overcoat first. Whichever spot you land on, heavyweights. Here's 1, 2. And then for the second bit, the going on, you ignore this the second time. In fact, you ignore the colours as well. Alright, so the extra jump ahead, or once you followed the instruction, you don't follow it the second time. Now if we want, we can have horse number 6 take the inside line. You can move across the course. You can only do this if you're at least 3 lengths ahead of the following horse, which of course this horse is. So we moved in. Right, next roll, horse number 7 is next in line. It's a 3. So we have to take this space here because that's the only available track. So you move out. 2, 3. They've got a flying start. Go on 2 lengths. 1, 2. There are at least 3 spaces out in front. We're taking the inside line. Next, horse number 10. Let's roll. Oops, it's a 2. You must take the outside. 1, 2. Landing on a blue space for a blue horse moves them forward 1 space. They wouldn't get flying start. But instead what we can do is get rid of one of these white cards. Remember, we've got to get rid of them all. We've got a whole bunch, player number 1. And it says, if a blue horse lands on a blue space, we can convert any one colour on the racecourse to white and nullify its advantage. So let's get rid of that and we'll ignore the blue. And that's all 3 horses rolled, moved. Let's move to player 2. Let's roll a die. It's a 1. Let's push Dark Warrior up the order and move horse number 2 1 spot. Okay, next second roll is a 3. I'm going to have Dark Warrior take that. 1, 2, 3. Landed on a black space. We could get rid of a white card, but instead I'm going to have them take their 4-length advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marmaduke Jinx is next, horse number 4. Last off the line is a 3. 1, 2, 3, and that's great. They rolled a red. That's an extra 3 lengths. We could get rid of a white card if we wished. Let's do it. Player number 1. Next roll. It's a 2. Let's have play on go. 2, 1, 2. Lightweights move on 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a great spot to be in. Second roll. It's a 5. I'm going to have Overcoat go next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a red space. Let's move 3 spaces forward. 1, 2, 3. Going well. Running great. Horse number 10 is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get rid of a white rather than taking the blue. Okay. Play number 2, let's go. Oh, roll number 1 is a 3. I'm going to have Flamenco go next. 1, 2, 3, boxed in, fall back 1 length. Okay, next roll. I rolled a 1. Let's have Dark Warrior go next because it says past next horse in front. Okay, so we're going to pass the next horse in front. Now Marmaduke Jinx, horse number 4, player number 2 is losing the race. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Heavyweights go on 2 lengths. 1, 2. Next, player 1. Long way out in front with a number 1 rolled. We're going to have Overcoat take that roll with a 1. Pushes him up 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Next is play on, number 7. It's a 6. An opening to past next horse in front if not more than 3 lengths ahead. It is 3 lengths ahead. Next roll. Horse number 10, King of Clubs, is a 3. 1, 2, 3. Shut in, fall back 1 length. We really want to get those coloured spaces to get rid of the white cards. Okay, Flamenco, Dark Warrior, Marmaduke, you're next. It's a roll of a 1. Not doing great here. Boxed in, fall back 1 length. It's a 3 for the next roll. Let's have Marmaduke Jinx take the next one. Horse number 4 is moving 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. It's landed on a black space. That doesn't help. We don't have a red. And then finally Dark Warrior. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Swerved. Go back 2 lengths. 1, 2. Oh dear. Player number 1 with horses 6 and 7. Overcoat out in front, followed by Play On, is next up. A roll of a 2. Overcoat's going to take it. 1, 2. It's soft going for lightweight, so Overcoat stays where it is. It's still a long way out in front. Play On rolls next. It's a 2. 1, 2. Lose. Girth, fall back 2 lengths. 1, 2. We are 3 spaces out, so we can take the inside line if we wish. King of Clubs is next. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Downhill. Advantage to heavyweights, nothing there. They're bunching up in 3rd place. Flamenco next. We're going to move Flamenco 1, 2. We've landed on a red space, so we can, if we wish, turn this into a black space by playing a black card and play catch up. But I think we're going to let Flamenco eat up a white card. What you can do, if you land on a coloured space, you can promote it to black and then nullify it by discarding a white. That's another way of getting rid of a white. So Flamenco stays where it is. But we've lost a black card. Marmaduke Jinx is next. It's a 4. Though I could move Dark Warrior. I kind of want a roll of a 3 here if I can. So let's move Jinx. Marmaduke's going forward. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd roll then for Dark Warrior. Make it a 3. Make it a 3. Ah, 6. 6 is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, lose girth, fall back 2 lengths. Back to player 1. Let's roll. It's a 6. We're going to move Overcoat forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move up 2 lengths if there's room. We can do that. Overcoat's a long way out in front. Play On's coming next. It's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move up 2 lengths. On centre tracks if vacant. I think that means we move up to the centre tracks rather than we're on centre tracks. King of Clubs is next. A 5. We need to get rid of some white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a black one. I'm going to get rid of a blue card and a white card. We've still got 3 white ones left. So even if Overcoat comes in, we're not going to win. Flamenco next. Player 2. It's a 6. Let's move Dark Warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Dark Warrior moved. Flamenco's next. Right at the back here. Oh my goodness. It's another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get rid of a black and a white card if we've wished. Let's do it. We can still place. Marmaduke Jinx is next. Horse number 4. There's only a 2. Oh, we needed to be in that inside lane. 1, 2. Well, let's move now. We're at least 3 lengths ahead of the following horse. Back to player 1. Let's roll. It's a 4. And I'm going to have play on go next. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It says give rein, pass 2 horses. Well, we only need to pass 1. Now it's King of Clubs or Overcoat. Let's go for Overcoat. 1, 2, 3. It's a red one. I'm actually going to discard a red card and a white card because we've got such a lead out front. We've only 2 white cards left. King of Clubs is next. And it's a 1. Oh, lose girth, fall back 2 lengths. 1, 2. We can take the inside line, but no, I'm going to stay in this outside because there's blues out here. Okay, player number 1, Dark Warrior or Flamenco. It's a 4. That's what we needed. Dark Warrior has found the burst of speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give rein, pass 2 horses. Whoa, what a race. Suddenly things have changed at the front. Flamenco next, right at the back. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Swerved, go back 2 lengths. 1, 2. I'm going to take the inside line. Marmaduke Jinx, horse number 4 in the red, is a 2. 1, 2. We've got no blacks, we can't get rid of these white cards. Okay, back to player number 1. It's either Overcoat or play on. It's a 4. Overcoat takes the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a red. We can either use a burst of speed or I'm going to get rid of another white card. Just 1 white card left. Play on next. Horse number 7 gets a 2. 1, 2. Changes lane, moves to the outside of the track. King of Clubs, horse number 10. 2. 1, 2. Oh, fall back 2 spaces. Oh my goodness. Okay, player number 2. It's very close at the front now. We've got 2 white cards to get rid of. We've rolled a 3. Let's take Dark. 1, 2, 3. Dark Warrior's moving up to the front. We can move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go for the home straight. Or we can get rid of one of these white cards. Let's get rid of one of these white cards. Because we're getting nowhere if we come home with them. We've each got 1 white card left. Flamenco next. Rolled a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marmaduke Jinx is next. Horse number 4. Looking for a red. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Soft going. We're heavyweight, so that's only for lightweights. All right. Player number 1. It's a 3. Do we gamble? I think we gamble. 1, 2, 3. It says horse challenges strongly. Use its colour card here. Well, we have a red. We could move another 3 spaces forward, or we could get rid of this white card at the same time. I think we're going to gamble. We're going to use its red card and move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Racing for home. Play on is next. Horse number 7. Let's roll. A 2 would be good. A 5 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says bunched in on rails. Go back 2 lengths and move to the outside. Oh dear. King of Clubs is next, way back in last place. We need to eat up this last white card if we can. A 3 would be good. It is a 3, and we've done it. 1, 2, 3. We could have them move forward or discard the white card. We're discarding the white card. That's it. We've gotten rid of all of our white cards now. Dark Warrior's next, or it could be Flamenco. It's a 1. Let's have Flamenco use that. Fall back 2 lengths. Oh dear. Keep Flamenco on the inside. Marmaduke Jinx or Dark Warrior next. It's a 2. 1, 2. I'm not happy with that roll. I'm actually going to stay. have Marmaduke Jinx eat that one up. 1, 2, scrumbled, go back 2 lengths. Let's roll again and hope it's something better. Dark Warrior, come on. It's a 1, no. Go back 2 lengths and move to the outside. That worked out terribly. Okay, player number 1. It's a 2. I can either have Overcoat take that. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Play on is next with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can use a yellow card here if we wish. Let's do it, challenging strongly. Or we could just move to the inside. I think we're going to move to the inside. We're 3 clear lengths. Okay, King of Clubs is next. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stumbled back 2 lengths. We can move in if we wish. Okay, player 2. We'll have Flamenco take the 2. 1, 2, move 4 back 2. I don't want to see another 2. Oh, it's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give rein past 2 horses. 1, 2. Oh wow. We're in the second lane. Suddenly Marmaduke Jinx has come from nowhere. Dark Warrior next. Oh, it's another 2. We're having real trouble. Overcoat's making a dash for the line. Let's keep it going forward. Play on. Oh, it gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use whip and move alongside leading horse. They're neck and neck at the front now. King of Clubs is next. It's a 1. And do we want to move? We're going to take the inside rails. Player number 1 now. Flamenco gets a 2 and falls back 2. Oh dear. It's a 6. We need to lose a white card. Can we do it with Flamenco? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we can't. I think Dark Warrior is going to take the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Dark Warrior. Flamenco's next, right at the back. Just clearing the first corner. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move up 2 lengths onto the centre tracks. Marmaduke Jinx is next. It's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've still got a white card. We're coming around that final bend. Player number 1. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw a 1 to win. We could hold out for a 6. Let's push him up. Overcoat's looking for a 1 to win. Play on gets a 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Jockey loses whip. Fall back 1 length. King of Clubs, right at the back here, gets a 1. Stumbled. Go back 2 lengths. Dark Warrior closing in round the final bend. Gets a 5. We're going to take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flamenco next to the back. Gets a 2. Stumbled back 2 lengths. Let's move inside. Marmaduke Jinx gets a 6. Oh, that's a great burst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but Jockey loses the whip. Still got a white card to get rid of here on player 2's team. We need Flamenco to help us out here. Player number 1. It's a 4. That's enough to win the race. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play on comes in first. Would you believe it? Well, that's it. Horses 1 and 4 have crossed the line in 2nd and 3rd, but with a disadvantage card held, I'm afraid they're disqualified. Which means horses 6 and 10, let's just see who comes in first. That was King of Clubs. Overcoat now looking for a 1. Yep, they've got it. Overcoat comes in 2nd, King of Clubs 3rd. What a sorry result for player number 2. Well, the winning horse is Play On. Number 7, the prize money goes to player number 1. Half of it goes to player number 1 in first place, and then a quarter each to players second and third. But those disqualifications, those white cards really are bad. As far as the bets go, player 2 again didn't win anything despite betting on the horse that came in second and got disqualified. The amount bet in total is £200. Player number 2, because they're holding the clerk or bookmaker, takes 10%, so they'll take £20, which leaves £180 in the pot. The total amount laid on the winning horse was £60 out of the 180. So the amount of prize money given is, you do a quick division. As it goes, it's easy because only one player bet, but 60 and 180 goes £3. So if every £1 in bet, you get £3 back. We bet £60 on number 7. If another player had bet some money as well, they'd get a share of the winnings, but it's £3 for every pound bet. We bet 60, so it's £180 back in prize money. In other words, they get the rest of this money. A decisive win there for player 1. And that's how you play Totopoly. You can see the importance of training, and the game can be really won or lost in that early part of the game. Particularly if you're picking up loads of these white cards, you've got to be clever in the way you spend them. And this rolling exact to win and some of these spots on the board means everyone's in the race. It can be really exciting at the end. When I know a lot of folks don't like that roll the exact number to win, but it is that kind of jostle for the post that happens in those last few hundred yards. Well, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of Totopoly, a little flashback to the past. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.